Welcome, everybody, to Resilient Now podcast. So happy you are here. We have a very special guest. His name is Craig Goldberg, and I'll tell you more about him in a second. What is Resilient Now podcast? It is a space where you can come and I have a free website, resilientnowpodcast.com, and you can hear all the speakers. You can also hear all the speakers on Apple, on YouTube, Spotify, so you can hear them any way you'd like. The reason this exists is somebody's gotten a call that, their mother died or they got cancer today. And hopefully what we're trying to do is set you up with somebody who has experience, strength, and hope, who has been through what you're going through right now. There's somebody out there that can maybe motivate you to go forward and not make it so dark. And so that's what the podcast is about. So, Craig, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me here, Liana. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, and nice to meet you. I ask every guest that comes, and then, you can say whatever you want about it. What does resilient now mean to you, those words?
I've been thinking about this since you planted that seed with me a few weeks ago. And look, it means a lot of different things to me at a lot of different times. Right now, resilience to me means I got this. It means having the confidence that you're going to get through whatever it is that you're going to get through, that you're not going to quit. If you
Mhm.
don't quit, you can't fail, is the mantra that I am reminded of. And I think each and every one of us are resilient. Everything that we experience is temporary. This too shall pass, and we all have the power to get through what we're presented with. God, however you see that spiritual center for you does not present you with obstacles you can't overcome. Might feel like it in the moment, but at the end of the day, it's always something that we can overcome. And this directly relates to my work in Harmony, and my message is because it's all about nervous system regulation. It's all about coming at life rested, rejuvenated, and fully capable of charging forward in a calm and relaxed state. Because no matter what the world presents to you, no matter what obstacles are put before you, when you're
Mhm.
calm and relaxed, when you're in that parasympathetic nervous system response, you will be able to overcome it far better than if you were in a sympathetic nervous system response or survival mode or stressed and anxious. Direct
Thank you.
correlation.
Thank you for that. I'm all about solutions. So I'm very solution oriented. So I'm so happy you're here because this is definitely going to help people. It's funny when you talked about that. I was thinking one day I was listening to classical music. It's when I think one of the first times I ever listened to it. And I remember like it really affecting like my soul. Like it almost vibrated inside of me. It was really weird, but I felt so much more relaxed. There's also some app. One day I was scrolling on Instagram or something. There was some app or something in it, and it made this noise. And I was like, oh my God, this is calming me. And it's supposed to calm you. So I believe in all that. And I think whatever tools you have in your tool bag to help you get through, your day or help you get through some sort of terrible thing that happens because life happens. It's just, we are all going to go through something. And so I'm really excited to hear a resilient story from you. And I'm excited to hear about how your company and and how you do this based on what you have to offer for people and how it can
Well,
help.
look, I appreciate that. I have a free gift for everybody, and that is hop onto YouTube, find In Harmony. It looks just like that. And you'll be able to find our YouTube channel. On it, you'll find our extended music meditations. They're free. They're 11 hours long. They're designed to be played through a home stereo system, headphones, car stereo, that sort of thing. Be cautious while you're
Thank
driving.
you.
And it's an opportunity to calm and relax the mind through music, which is exactly the science and research that we follow. Our company is focused on vibroacoustic therapy, vibration, acoustic sound. So I've studied the better part of the last 10 years on the science of sound and frequency and its impact on our physiology and our nervous system. We make and manufacture something called relaxation furniture, and we have an app available in Google and Android and iOS where we actually put together music meditations and we actually create experiences that are scientifically proven to calm and relax the nervous system. The app is a paid app, but you get 14 days free without it. Um, and again, we have free music meditations, extended music meditations on our YouTube channel as well. Sound and vibration, unbelievably powerful, calming and relaxing the nervous system in a passive way. All you need to do is listen to it, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and lose yourself in the music, and you will be whisked away to a more relaxed state. It's passive and it's pretty remarkable. Um, my story of resilience, I have a handful actually, but the one I think that is most powerful and most relevant is being in an 18-year relationship with my wife. And I think a lot of people have these stories when it comes to resilience of they were in a car accident or they had and I don't have any of those stories.
Mhm.
I certainly have tough times and I've certainly pushed through my own opportunities. But what's most relative for me today, I think, is one that we don't see a lot lately. And that is what it takes to be in an 18-year relationship. My parents retired into my house in July of last year. They're married 54 years.
Wow, congratulations. That's
My
so great for
grandparents,
them.
before they passed, my dad's parents, they were married 60 something years, 67 years, 68 years, something like that. And marriage and a dedicated relationship, whether it's officially a marriage or just partnership, I
Mhm.
think takes resilience. I think every day it takes a little something different for you to show up for the other person. There was somebody who once said a relationship is 50-50. It needs to be an even 50-50. And I completely disagree with that. It needs to
Depends on
be
the
an,
day.
well, let me frame that. So I think it needs to be an even 100-100.
I like it.
And I say that because yeah, there are plenty of times, look, if it were the 50-50 analogy, there's plenty of times where I feel like I'm at half steam and I need my wife to do 75-25.
Right.
But immediately, whether you want to or not, you keep score. And if enough of those days back up back to back on one another, at some point my wife is going to feel abused. At some point she's going to feel taken advantage of. At some point, right? I think that's just natural human nature. But if instead you look at it as I'm going to give 100%, my wife's going to give 100%. And then I have that day where where I'm not full kilter, but my wife is still at 100% because that gets us to 100 because all we need is 100%, right? Um, it's something that I think has a much more lasting curb appeal. And that's the way that my wife and I look at our relationship. Every day I'm going to show up 100% for my wife, for my daughter, for my parents, for my family, for my business partners, for the people around me. And every day I'm going to do what I need to do to make sure that my cup is overflowing so that I'm not serving people from my cup, but I'm serving people from the saucer. If you can imagine a teacup with a
Yeah.
saucer. I'm not serving other people from my cup. I'm serving people from the overflow of my cup, making sure that I'm whole first. And
Yeah.
once I take responsibility for me being whole, I can then go out and serve others. And it's the same thing that my wife looks at the world and my parents and everybody else. So if I walk past the kitchen sink like I did a couple hours ago and it was overflowing, because I know my wife had a lot to do this morning and I know she was running all over the place. Not that it's her responsibility, but generally I'm at my office and I'm at my desk working and she takes care of the house. And you know what? Sat there and I knocked it out. I just did it. And I didn't think
Yeah.
twice about it. And I didn't mark a scorecard. It needed it again. So I took care of it. So 100%, 100%, and the resilience to be the best husband that I can, so that I could be the best father that I can, so I could be the best business partner that I can, so that I can show up in everything that I do, giving 100%.
I love that. And I love what you said. So you definitely have to put that oxygen mask on first because if you don't
Have
have
to.
it, you can't really give something you don't have. So I think so
And
what
too
are
many
some
people don't do that, right? Too
yeah,
many people don't set realistic boundaries, right? Which it can be as simple as, no, I don't want to do that. Hey, you want to go out
yeah.
on Friday night? It's like, no, actually, I don't. I like to be home, sleeping with my daughter, wake up early, charge the day. I don't need to go out this weekend. Whatever, right?
Whatever it is, but coming also from the perspective of like I got to take care of myself. So what does that look like? Does that mean getting enough sleep, not binge watching until 1 in the morning? I've been doing that the last couple nights. It's not a good thing.
It's really
And
easy to do.
it's very bad. It was a very good show though, The Pit. I've been watching that. So
Mm,
so you take care of yourself, right? Is what you're saying.
have
And
to
then so you can have that cup full and serve the saucer. Like, is it the saucer? Is that what you said? That's pretty
serve
cool.
from the saucer. Yeah.
From the saucer. I like that a lot. That's great. So what are the some of the things, maybe give me like a few that, people could take away with some of the things you do for your marriage to make it, work, something you learned from your parents, maybe, I don't know.
Look, compassion, empathy,
Mhm.
and just knowing that we're not always going to be 100%. We're not always going to be at our best. We're not always going to, right? So it's that sympathy, that empathy, that compassion to know that my wife, who I love dearly, who's the mother to my child. And that was a big conversation I had with my daughter this morning before she left. She was
How old is she?
she's 6.
Okay.
And she was kind of cheering. My wife had asked her to do something as she does in the morning, and she said no. And then she started cheering. No, 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 no. And I was getting breakfast ready, and that doesn't fly for me. You're disrespecting your mom,
Mhm.
the one person in this world that has sacrificed so much and continues to and will continue to. And
Right.
we had a deep conversation about what it means to disrespect mom and why that's not okay. And she got the point, right? She learned a lesson this morning, and I might have to reteach that lesson again tomorrow.
She
That's
might
that
forget a couple
empathy and the
times more, but
compassion.
yeah.
Sure. Right. So I think one of the biggest tools that we have is the empathy and the compassion to show up for one another and to know that we all want to be the best we can every single day. And look, in this house, we definitely have the tools. We have all the biohacking tools, the sauna, right now my pool is our cold plunge, the sound lounge, PEMF, vibration, sound, hydrogen. I mean, we've got so many different tools. It's like there are so many different things that we can do to help ourselves, but we have to do them. Just owning those devices
Yeah.
isn't enough. You have to make time to get on it to take and use the therapies that we have available to us. And look, that includes, look, my wife is going to spend time with her mom today here in town. They're going to have a sleepover and have some fun,
That's great.
tonight. And it's important. Yes, of course, go do that. Absolutely. She just had lunch with a few girlfriends. Like, yeah, go do the things that you need to do to take care of yourself. And I have the
Find that
latitude and the
balance.
wherewithal to do the same.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Everything you said, it's just amazing and definitely resonates. For me, I'm not in a relationship right now, but I those are some of the things that I want to do when I am in a relationship. So thank you. So I
You're
think
very
this
welcome.
podcast is going to help many people. So I always finish the podcast asking, what's your top gratitude? It could be one thing, it could be three things. I don't know. What's in your gratitude list today?
Right now, it's my health. I feel better than I've ever felt at 47. I feel stronger than I did when I was 25. And it's something that I think about every morning when I wake up and every night before I go to bed and throughout the day. I am grateful for my health and my ability to give it my all day long.
That's great. It is. If you have your health, you have everything. You can do anything if you have your health. So thank you
Absolutely.
so much, Craig. I'm so happy you were here today. It was a pleasure speaking to you. All the
Honored.
best. And I will definitely check out all that, your company, because I think it sounds fabulous. So
Thank you.
everybody, stay resilient now, and we'll see you next time. Bye.